So this video is kind of important, but I kind of just want to kick things off by saying we're about to discuss something that still hasn't been officially confirmed, though things aren't looking good if you are actually a genuine fan of game preservation, something that Digital Eclipse kept boasting about and taking pride in. We're all about preservation. That's why we got 4 hours of documentary footage. That's why they tried their best to give us 20 plus different builds of Mortal Kombat from back in the day. Again, keep in mind, this question isn't answered. Maybe because I make this video, we'll finally get an answer, because I've been wanting to have the answer for this question for a while. And last night, one of you guys, viewers of the channel, left a comment that was pretty concerning. If you're, again, watching this video, you probably read the title. You probably have an idea where this is going based on what's on the screen right now. Will the physical release of the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection have everything that was there at launch, issues and all, patched on the physical cart for the Switch and physical disc for PlayStation and Xbox? And right now it seems like we're going to be getting broken games that aren't patched. Now again, I can't confirm that 100%. This is coming from what one of you guys have told me in the comment section. The person who said it has like 10,000 subscribers. I don't think they'd want to kind of ruin their rep on this. I've asked, obviously, and not gotten a response. I've seen this actually brought up for a couple weeks now, and they haven't even publicly been boastfully confirming the news on this, which is something I think they should be doing, given how important this is for game preservation, what they actually pride themselves in. But keep in mind, right now, apparently, come December 12th, we have to update our games, which means, for some reason, if you end up on a deserted island 25, 30 years from now, you have no internet, you got a day one PS5, because all the other versions, you need internet to actually have it launch games and things of that sort, the OS. Let's just say 30 years from now, I'm out and about, zombie apocalypse in the woods, I open up my sealed copy on the PlayStation. Guess what? I have to deal with input lag. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And you can see right here, I asked them, because they were saying, preservation's what we're passionate about. We're glad you're enjoying the collection. I asked, if you're about preservation, can you confirm the physical release will have the patched and fixed versions of each game? I'm hearing they're already in production and will be shipped unpatched. Feel bad for people on PlayStation who are going to be breaking the seal on a deserted island 20 plus years from now. And that's what's on the agenda for today. Going to do a deep dive into the comment that actually is, I guess we can say kind of confirming, because we don't know if it's true or not, but apparently it came from Digital Eclipse themselves. And that's on the agenda for today. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, Negative Nancy, bearer of bad news, but this is kind of a big deal. And the fact that, again, they pride themselves on preservation, to think that literally they're going to be shipping out physical copies that need to be updated to even play appropriately because the input is so bad. I'm just glad that I have the Xbox physical, because the Switch physical apparently has Xbox inputs. It's flipped. So the controller issue on Switch exists. The controller input on PlayStation exists. The only real issue I'll have on my day one on-disc Xbox One Series X version is going to be the 32X missing some audio. In terms of gameplay, some glitches on MK4, because we now know it's running a MAME emulator, like running across the characters on screen. Other than that issue, the Xbox version will become the definitive version to own, and you can only pre-order it for like a month. It's going to be like the rarest and most complete, because again, on disc for Xbox, it doesn't have the shitty input. Now obviously, when you put the game into your PS5 in the future, so long as you have internet, the servers are up, it'll get patched. But again, if you're out in the desert, middle of nowhere, zombie apocalypse, you're trying to play some Mortal Kombat on your PS5, you're fucked. So anyways, it's on the agenda. If you're excited to hear me talk about this, break it down. Again, it's not 110% confirmed, but it's not looking good. Drop a like on the video, because without you, these MK videos don't happen. Before this, we actually dropped a video discussing the patch that went live today for the PlayStation Yeah, on PlayStation, apparently they've now fixed the inputs, which is awesome. But, again, the actual disc is going to have that broken build. Who's going to call me not a real gamer after this one? People will still find a way. Anyways, let's break this stuff down. Let's get into it. Now, this is the YouTube comment I got last night. It's from the Urban Arcade. Again, fellow with like 10,000 subscribers. Never heard of them before until this. No offense. I just really not be watching much YouTube too much these days. Said, a little fact, the physical release will be exactly the same as the digital release. And attached right here is a quote from, apparently, according to the Urban Arcade, what Digital Eclipse said. The same patches that we are making now will also be downloadable for the physical versions, but these new fixes would not be on the physical disc/carts as those went to manufacturing some time ago due to the time needed to create them. I responded to that saying, is this on the FAQ page? Can't find it. He said, it's a reply I got personally from Digital Eclipse. I said, if you could link me, that helps, bro. Thank you. He said, a reply I got to them on Facebook. Not sure how I'd share that on here. And I said, I just checked all the recent post replies and I couldn't find it either. I asked for a screenshot. And it's been like 17, 18 hours, and I've not heard anything back from the Urban Arcade. Now, I did do a deep dive in their Instagram comments, their Facebook replies, obviously the X replies, the Blue Sky replies. I can't find this exchange at all. So, for all I know, this is fake news. But what I did find was over the last 2 or 3, 4 weeks, this question was being asked. They still won't directly answer it, so gotta take this for what it is. I don't think, again, the Urban Arcade would be lying to me. Don't understand why they'd want to lie. So, from the jump, I think this is legit. And again, the fact that they're omitting a response to this question they're being asked, again, before launch, weeks ago, post-launch, literally right now, in the response to their most recent patch update, they've replied to other questions about lobbies, but not that question. Isn't that kind of fucking weird? Now, if you watch the content on the channel, you know that Stephen Frost, Digital Eclipse, they never respond to me directly. I've only ever asked them about things that mattered, like I asked them about UMK3 WaveNet because after the MK Secrets interview with Dan Amrich, word on the street was this online build wasn't going to have online. Did everything I could to actually get a response on that. Never got it. Ever. Eventually, they came out and confirmed it's gonna have online. So that changed, for better or worse. Wish I could have gotten that answer, but that worked out, right? This right here is being asked by Corey Cooper, which isn't Dynasty. So maybe we can get this answer because I'm not the one asking the question. If you guys are concerned about this, you should probably go respond and maybe they'll reply to you because they're not going to reply to me. And I think this is a big deal because obviously, again, like look at this in real time. We get in lobbies, they'll respond to that. So, yeah. For you actual like retro collectors, you understand how much of a big deal this is. And the fact that Digital Eclipse has... We love preservation, that's why we do these collections. That's like their whole like motto, MO. It's ultimately just heartbreaking. Like, fact of the matter is, if this shit's already been in production for like a couple weeks now and they actually can't go in and fix the carts, the disc, low-key feel like we should be getting some of our money back if we're not pleased. I hear that apparently if you bought from Atari after 30 days, you can't get a refund, but when you're shipping out broken games, and again, for preservation's sake, a lot of people are going to be upset by this news. Maybe not you diehard Mortal Kombat fans. You don't actually give a fuck about retro collecting. I mean, look behind me. I've probably got, I don't know how many, 1,500 games physically collected, right? That's why I went and bought every single version of the Legacy Collection. I have a Switch, Switch 2, Xbox and PlayStation version. So, at least for me, I'm sure I'll be using the digital version on Xbox forever, but for some reason, I'm just glad I have the Xbox edition because, again, other than, again, the MK4 issues, maybe some stuff missing, or, like, actually being wrong in the timeline, it's going to play pretty decent, all things considered, minus the missing audio for the 32X build. So I'm just glad I own the best version ever. But for you guys who already bought it digitally and were collecting for your PlayStation 5 or what have you, just know that you're going to have a broken copy until you update it. And again, for a lot of diehard Mortal Kombat fans who don't give a fuck about game preservation because you're not necessarily collectors, I get it. So leave the comment saying I'm a crybaby and I bitch about everything. The actual legit gamers will be pissed. And again, I'm hoping we could use this momentum to get an answer, because why haven't they answered? This is kind of a big deal. So yeah, that's why I'm making this video. Maybe they'll respond to me. I doubt it because they're not a fan, but we'll see how this goes. We'll find out come December 12th regardless, but it's not looking too good right now based on what I'm seeing. And that kind of just breaks my heart because, again, failed launch and even the physicals are fucked up. Damn. That sucks. Anyways, what do you all think of this? Have you heard anything? If they do respond to you, if you do ask this question, let me know. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe for some more content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Min Dynasty. You guys please take care, stay safe. If you're playing on PlayStation, let me know how things are going in terms of the gameplay now that you finally got a patch. I'm on Xbox. I gotta wait a couple of days. Switch, who knows how long you gotta wait. So, yeah, it's kind of where we're at. It is what it is. I just hope that word on the street's wrong and we actually get a fucking physical cart and disc without the broken build. Because if we're getting the broken build, dude... Again, I don't want to have to sit here and bitch, but it's like, damn, they really completely fucked up everything. Every facet of this launch. But at least my Xbox copy exists. Maybe that'll be worth $1 million one day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.